Well, hello, friends. Welcome, 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 welcome to my channel. This is Cheryl. Thank you so much for being here. And for all of you who are new to my channel, a special welcome. Today, I am working in my March 2025 digital planner using GoodNotes 6 and my Apple Pencil Pro, my Apple iPad Pro with the M4 chip. And today's inspirational quote is give yourself room to grow. And so, as I was reading my email today, I got this email from James Clear, and he is the author of Atomic Habits. And he does this 321 Thursday. And the most wisdom per word of any newsletter on the web. That's his statement. And so it's all about today's message is all about self-control, how to live longer, and what holds people back. And so as I thought about give yourself room to grow in this month's digital plan is we want to make each decade rich with each with experiences and perhaps live a handful of lives before you're done. And so how can we make the most of every day, the most of every moment? And so making our days matter. And so the next thing he says is think about self-control less as the quality of a person and more as the quality of a place. There are some places and situations that lean toward lower self control than others that lean towards higher self control. Self control is about your context as much as your character. So we always want to put ourselves in a good position. So the last thing I'm going to read before I get into this month's plan is a quote from the zoologist and primatologist Jane Goodall, and you may know her from her work in Africa. And so she says the greatest danger of our future is apathy. And that is so true in today's world that we are living in. So we can't all save the world in a dramatic way, but we can each make our small difference. And together, those small differences add up. Every single person makes an impact on the planet every single day. So the question she asks is what kind of impact that you and I want to make? So, what little difference, what small difference can we make in the world that we are living in? And so, as I think about that, is encouraging those around me, giving encouragement, and being kind. And one of the quotes that I love so much is says, of all the things that you can do, be kind. Remember to be kind. So if we are giving ourselves room to grow, knowing that none of us are perfect, we can each make an incremental difference in the life that we're living and perhaps make a small difference in those around of us, make a small difference. Together, we can all make an impact. And so as I look at my digital planner, and so I have everything already laid out for the most part. And if your calendar, your planner is like mine, you have everything all laid out and things come up. Like today, I know I need to make an appointment to have my car serviced. So I'm waiting on the dealer to call me with that appointment. So I'll need to schedule it sometime in here. But things that I know routinely I have already laid out, like Sunday worship service, Mondays, I know we have sermon discussion, so I make room for that in my planner. Um, my monthly meetings with the Camera Club, serving our sisters spiritual food, the Art Association board meeting and membership meeting. And I need to put the full moon because I look at the calendar, it is actually on the 14th. And I'm filming this on the 27th. And tomorrow, the 28th, is the planetary alignment. So at is it sunset tomorrow? There will be an alignment of the planets. So if you can, if your skies are clear and you can get outside, take a look at that. So remember the planetary alignment. So look and see what time that is in your time zone. There are a couple of apps that you can look at that might help you with that. And one of the ones that I use is PhotoPill. So I like filling up my planner with my events and things that are going on, and then in the empty spaces, I like to fill it up with floral designs and different things. Um, Getting back to my schedule, I do have Bible study fellowship on Thursdays, and the only appointment right now that I know I have that's already scheduled is a doctor's appointment on the 25th. So that is basically everything that I have that is set out in my calendar. Um, my scripture for the month is "Be still," which is Psalm 46, and it says to embrace the quietness and stillness in God's presence today and every day. Listen for the person He is placing on your heart today, on my heart today. And so that kind of goes along with the um, Jane Goodall's is making small differences. So if we allow room for ourselves and for others, spaces and places in our lives, we can each make a difference. And so my dashboard, my goals, uh, which I can check this one off already, which I have done. So I am going to get and I can line through this because this one is done. I finished that actually last night, so I can take that off my goal for the month of March. Um, Finish a book, and so let me look at my Kindle books and see where I'm at. I'm almost done with God Will Carry You Through by Max Lucado. So I'm almost done with that one. Um, and I am working on this one, so that is continuing to be a goal, exercising and getting out more in that relationship building and focusing on the basics. And so I included this one is because when you're using the pen, the pencil, and the highlighter, and I got this off of Pinterest, and so you can use the hex codes so to change colors. And so this is kind of over here, this is kind of my color scheme that will go with my planner. And so I just tap on one of these colors, and then I can go into custom and I can enter in the hex code here. So I'm going to enter in something that is a little bit, I'm going to enter this one here. Okay, so let's put that there, and I'm going to squeeze this and make that smaller and go to the numbers and see that already made all the, I'm going to go back and then I'm going to put in 311104. Okay, and then what I can do is now I can tap on this and add it, and then that should be that color. So let's see if that made it. And I'm going to make the size bigger, and it almost looks like black instead of that brown. But let's go with something a little brighter and see. That doesn't, let's see, we can go in here, go to custom. That's it. The color it says it's very dark. So let's let's go to, let's see, 42281D. 42281D. Custom 4228 and 42281D, and it's not changing. Okay, so for some reason these hex codes are not working. So let's do it another way. Let's take this little tool here and see if that. I like using the little highlighter there. So we will try. Let's try it with that. So there. Okay, now that made a difference. Okay, and so now we can use our pen tool, and we've got our see we can. So now that's better. Okay, so that is better. So that's how you can use the um, hex code colors. And instead of putting in the numbers, for some reason that wasn't working, I used the highlighter tool, the color dropper tool, to pick the color. So that's another way that you can change your pen colors. And so I just kind of wanted to show that to you. And I can actually, I'm going to make this smaller and save it for later. I'll put it over here. Okay, so I have my three ladies. I got these off of Pinterest. I got my affirmations, and I've got my March calendar there. So that's pretty much it for that. So the last thing I just wanted to share with you is you can go into your Ask GoodNotes up here. And this was a question I asked GoodNotes. How do I create a productive day? And so GoodNotes said the key steps for a productive day: schedule your time, create a structured daily plan with specific time blocks. Okay, prioritize tasks, use a to-do list. Okay, so get it done, a to-do list. Practice gratitude. I have my gratitude statements every month. Time management. Break your day into hourly segments. Allot time for important activities like calls to make, emails to write, personal notes, and planning. Personal growth. Give yourself room to grow and be grateful. And so that all that goes along with what James Clear was saying in his 321 Thursday. So find space and find time to sit down with your planner, either your digital planner, your paper planner, or even simply a notebook. And you can do all of these things that I'm doing on my digital planner. You can do either in your Apple Calendar or in your Google Calendar. And so, and there are so many different tools, digital tools. You know, I like the GoodNotes planner. GoodNotes planner. There's Keller Notes, Color Note. You can even use your Notes app in your on your iPad or iPhone to do some of these things. You can also schedule a daily reading plan, which I have here. I'm trying to get to my calendar and it doesn't seem to want to come up. So let me see if I can get over here. My calendar is such a mess. So I'm just going to click on one of the days, which is today, and I do have it time blocked. So every hour on my daily calendar, I have things that I want to do, like speaking prompts. I'm trying to stop using does, and does as speech fillers. so it's taking practice. So I'm trying to speak more clearly and more distinctly. So I've scheduled those things, scheduling out, time for journaling, time for taking care of myself, my personal daily routine. So all of those things I have in on my calendar that I can see what's going on at any given day in any given time. And so some of that is reflected in my digital planners. A lot of it is not. But what I like to do is I like to come up with monthly and weekly goals and write those down. Important dates that I want to remember, family birthdays, anniversaries. I try to make sure that I have those on there so that I can send them, if not a physical card, I can send them a personal message on their phone. So those are some of the ways that I use my digital planner as well as my Google and Apple Calendar. That is really all that I have for today. I want to thank you again for joining me. Thank you again for tuning in. Thank you for being here. And thank you for helping my channel to grow by liking the video, subscribing it, and sharing it with others. I do appreciate it. And I will say again, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And ciao for now. Bye bye.